Welcome to Masterpiece Tarot. Here you'll find timeless messages to guide your soul's awakening. If you're here, trust you are meant to be. You can support my channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing. These help support my mission of creating more peace on earth. Okay, collective, I think I'm going to do messages from your special person. And I've got my handy little decks that I've made. One of them, these are feelings that they may be having at this time. I will draw from that. And then we have a deck that's dedicated to needs, okay? And then we'll pull on those, okay? So I do want to shuffle this deck to begin. So we're going to see how your person is feeling, what messages they would like to share. These are messages from their higher self. Messages from their higher self. Okay, let's look at some feelings that they're having right now. Feelings for the collective special person. Touched. Oh, well, something is touching their heart right now. Something is pulling at their heartstrings. We'll have to see what that's about. Moved. Okay, big feelings here. Big feelings here. And trusting. Wow. All right. These are positive. And let's look at some needs here. Needs spirit. Whoa, that one came out. Okay, they need to feel, they need gratitude. Yeah, they have a sense that they need to be appreciated. They need bonding time. They need to feel bonded to others, and in particular to you, collective. And movement. Yeah, okay. Well, let's see what this is all about. Let's see what this is all about. Ah, Six of Swords. Well, just looking at the card here, I am seeing movement. You know, this is somebody who has, you know, completed some type of battle, right? And they're coming home, they're being seen, right? They're on a horse, presumably the horse is moving. Okay, they're moving through some type of portal. We even have a wreath there that's like a portal, right? They are coming out of difficulty. Yeah, and they're needing some gratitude. They need to feel recognized. They need to, I think they're saying, I need to be seen. I need appreciation. I need you to express gratitude for what I have been enduring. You know, the fight that I've, you know, been through here. And I think your person might be saying, you know, a lot of what this is about the love that I feel for you. But it's been really hard. It's been burdensome. I almost didn't make it a few times, but I'm here. And see me, recognize me, know that I've made some sacrifices here. I'm happy to do it, but it would really help. It would fulfill me. It would bring peace to know that you are grateful for my efforts. Whoa, way too many there. If these come out upside down, we're just going to turn them upright, okay? Because I think I just flipped some around. Okay, we've got a 9 of Cups. Well, what I'm seeing on this person's face is a sense of trust. I think your person is saying, you know, I know that I'm making my way toward you. I know I'm not with you yet. And maybe I'm making my way toward you, or maybe I'm just making my way forward in life. But I need you to trust me, because I am trusting myself. I am trusting myself to make choices that are aligned for me. And in doing that, I am serving your highest good too. Because what good am I to you if I am not, you know, fulfilling my own needs, filling my own cup? I think your person is saying, I'm trusting the process. You know, I fought a battle because I wanted to, not knowing what the outcome would be, but I'm trusting the process. You know, if this leads to a 10th cup with you, collective, beautiful, wonderful. But if it doesn't, I'm trusting that there's a reason for that, and I can surrender into that and just be okay with it. You know, I am secure in my sense of fulfillment and happiness. I'm secure in my sense of who I am. I'm trusting this process. A Page of Cups. So pages are young, right? And so I think your person is saying, you know, I may not be taking a lot of action right now, but I have this cup in my hand, and I see that there's love here in this cup. You know, you have touched me. You've touched me, um, and I recognize what it is that I'm holding in my hand, and I hope to offer it, maybe to you, or you know, maybe, you know, who knows? I don't have a crystal ball, is what your person's saying, but I think they're saying that, you know, this experience of love, even if it's young love, even if it's, you know, even if it is sort of distant, or even if it's a seed, okay? Like sometimes there's a friendship, or sometimes you meet somebody, but you know, whatever. So to me, this feels like the seed of love. But whatever was exchanged is what your person is saying. Whatever exchange we had really touched me. You know, there's something about your energy that resonated. Your smile was beautiful. Your energy felt warm and inviting. And it left me with a sense of hope, and happiness and optimism. And thank you. I think your person would say thank you. Okay, this person, whoever they are. Ace of Cups. Wow. I'm going with movement here. Yeah, I say movement because I see the water flowing here. Okay, and when we think about flowing water, water that's flowing out of a cup, the cups are about emotions, feelings, love, and when love flows, then it can be received and it can be exchanged and recycled, and energetically it's like a moving water, a moving river, right, is so much healthier than one that's stagnant, that's not moving. And so I think your person's saying, I've got a lot of love here, and I need for this love to flow. I need to express myself to you. I want to receive your love, and I want to begin to circulate this energy between us. Um, I think that will be the most positive experience for us. And, whatever has caused it to stagnate in the past, or whatever might stagnate it in the future, I I don't want to stop giving love, and I don't want to stop receiving love in whatever form it's going to take, because love is beautiful. Love is healing. Love is the best kind of energy out there, right? So I think your person is basically saying, let it flow, baby. Let it flow. Right? Person's in a good mood. All right, let's see what else. We got a temperance angel. Oh, nice. See? Speaking of flowing, there it is. This is how we create harmony and peace. There's this flowing energy. It's not stagnating. There's a giving, a receiving, and it goes on and on. And this is a lot about alchemy too, right? This is, the angel is grounded on the earth, but then we also see there's like a halo here. There's a sense of being tapped into the intuition. There's a sense with the wings of, being above the earth, like higher dimensional being here, right? And interestingly, we're going to put moved with this, because this is a feeling. Okay, this was a need over here. Okay, your person is saying, I have a need for movement here. I have a need for exchange. But this here is a feeling. And I think your person feels moved by the exchange that you have with one another, whether that's in the 3D, whether that is in some other dimensional plane. The love is felt, it is experienced, it's higher dimensional, and it's moving. It brings healing. It brings alchemy, right? It brings a sense of being both grounded and aloft at the same time. And it's a moving experience. Your person feels very moved by the love that you share, collective. They feel like they're balanced. They feel like they can comfortably tap into those higher dimensions while also staying very grounded, which there's something very magical about being able to stay balanced between those energies. It's liberating, and in that way it's moving. Okay, it resonates deeply with the heart, and even beyond that with the soul, right? The eternal soul. There's something about your connection that feels otherworldly, and it moves them to do new things in their life. It moves them to imagine things that they might not have imagined before. It's quite magical, this love that you two share. Let's see if bonding is going to line up with our last card. Let's see how, if we can get it to go here. Bonding. The Emperor. Ah, yes, I like it. Yes, indeed. That's a need. Yeah, the Emperor has a need to feel bonded to you. Okay, this could be your person here, collective. Yeah, and there's a sense that because they sit in a position of power and authority in some way in their life, they don't have to actually be an emperor, but they might be the head of the household, or they might be a really good team player at work, or they might be the neighborhood dog walker who everybody goes to because they need help with their dog, right? But there's a sense here that your person um, needs to feel connected. And I think that they want to, go beyond just connecting. They want to create a connection that's going to last, that's going to endure, where there's a sense of bonding, and not bondage, because that would be control. But I think this is interesting because sometimes we think that the emperor does get on a power trip and can go overboard with the control. But this is kind of a neutral energy. This is different than bondage. Bonding is, we could read it in the sense that, um, yeah, they want to create a fabric within the connection that's durable, that can stand the test of time, you know, that can withstand distance. Like, let's say you and need to move away from this person because you've got something to do, or you've got other commitments, or they need to go, or something, I don't know. But when there's a healthy bond, okay, it's like a good friend. You can hang out with your friend and then you don't talk to them for a year or two, but then they call you up and they're still your friend. And it's kind of like that feeling. And so I think your person is saying, like, they might be saying, I don't know what the future holds for us. But I need to know that we will work on things, that we will keep working on things. And there's a wisdom in that too, because if you can trust yourself, right, to be true to yourself, then it's not difficult it becomes possible to allow your bond to remain, even as the situational factors might change, right? I think the emperor, I think your person is saying, I want to, like, look after you. I care about you, and I want you to feel bonded to me. I want you to feel safe to come to me. But I think they would also say, like, if when you look at his face, he looks a little perturbed. This might be a burden to bear. And so, the emperor might also be saying, your person might also be saying, I'm willing to give a lot here. I'm willing to hold space for a lot. But please understand that even I have limits. I want to bond, but I have to also recognize when the bonding becomes a binding. And you know, there's a line between a healthy bond where there's a respect for each other's autonomy and choices, and binding where now it becomes about control. So I think your person is saying, you know, I'm really exploring these ideas at this time. It's important to me that we are bonded. I see the difference between bonding and bondage. I don't want you to feel bound to me in a negative way, but I want you to know that I care deeply for you and I'm not going to abandon you, essentially. We have a connection and that means something to me. And I'm not going to just toss it by the wayside um, willy-nilly. So it's very honorable. Your person's coming through with an honorable message there, collective. All right. Yeah. So I like this energy. Um, yeah. I'm trying to decide if there are any other little messages that we want to try to get here. Let's do actually. Where'd those cards go? Oh, here. Let's do we'll get a spirit animal. So let's just get one card for you and one for them, okay? And these are just energies to be aware of here. Okay, these are spirit guides, spirit animals. You can look for these in your dream. Maybe these will travel with you. Okay. So here's one for your person. The crow. Which part of your life is or may be going through a transition? Maybe you are changing relationships, careers, or cities. Whatever it is, the crow is signaling that you are ready to make the change. Yeah. Trusting. Okay, it's your person. All right, they're in a transition. Yours, whoop, two popped out, so we'll keep going here. Well, that one's popping. Fox. You have the fox here. This is about opportunities. You must be quick to move out of your comfort zone, especially when the situation calls for immediate responsiveness and flexibility. Open your mind to new ways of doing things. Once you do, get ready for good luck and opportunities to come your way. Okay. That's for you, collective. All right. Those are your messages. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.